Hello, how is everyone? It's Vinny. Today I'll be talking on vaccine exemptions. So one of the biggest questions I get a lot, either by parents or by fellow college students, if they want to transfer out to another college or they get a letter in the mail saying that they need vaccines, well, what you can do is you can get a vaccine exemption. No one is forced to take vaccines. And for those of you that either see quotes from a movie or TV about parents getting arrested for not vaccinating, that's not possible at all. That has never happened currently. I shouldn't say never, there's probably been a few cases, but rare. Does not happen. So basically, with vaccines, there are exemptions. There are three kinds, and your state will vary state by state. For example, in Jersey, we only have religious and medical. In places like Oregon, you have medical, religious, and personal belief exemptions. Every state has their own protocol, so I advise you, before you take my word for it, check your state's website on vaccines. That will give you your most information first and foremost. Then what you can do is either find a group, either for immunity, natural immunity, or Stop Mandatory Vaccination has some great sources. They are very informative, and they can also help you go from there. So, as a general, let's explain the three different types of vaccine exemptions. So let's just say the first one's medical. A medical vaccine exemption is for people with either autoimmune conditions or certain diseases that cannot get vaccinated because they could potentially be injured by them. The second one, and by the way, for an example, for the first one, for medical exemption, could be something like eczema. Every state has their own requirements. HIV, if you have HIV/AIDS, you do not want to get a vaccine. If you're going through chemotherapy, you can get a medical exemption too. A second one is the personal belief exemption. Not every state has this. Some just acquired it, some don't. Some got rid of it, like California. So the personal belief exemption is basically that you personally don't agree with vaccines, and you either have to fill out a form. Some states want to make you go through a program to try to change your mind. Basically, that could not change my mind either. I wish Jersey had a personal belief exemption. And you can just get your own exemption. Very easy. The third one is a religious exemption, and that is what I have. So a religious exemption is the idea of vaccination will interfere with your religion. And usually for each state, you have to get, and this is what it's like in Jersey, you have to type out why it's against your religion, and then you submit that in your college, and that's how I was able to do it. Some places may require other stuff, but this is just the general for Jersey. Jersey has medical, religious. Now, other states like California, things are going to become more tricky because a horrible new bill, SB 277, which is the vaccine law, it needs to be shot down. It's basically requiring that everyone get vaccinated to go to school, college, high school, kindergarten, all that. It's causing a lot of people to get vaccine damaged already, as you can see the photo on naturalnews.com. So with that vaccine bill, it's getting rid of personal belief, and now the only option is medical. So for your options, you have to go to a doctor, and a doctor that will either evaluate you for a medical exemption, and that will help you because you don't have to go get the vaccine, or you don't have to move. That's your other option too if you're in California, is either homeschool, which any state that you can't get into vaccine exemption, I would always opt to homeschooling because you'll save yourself or your kids getting the poisons from the vaccine. A second thing will be to move to another state. Another state might have different vaccine laws, like a personal belief, and sometimes that may be a beneficial thing. Like some people looking at moving in as a negative. I like to see things as a positive, and I really don't like Jersey. Too expensive to live. So for the state, so like I said, just kind of look at your state, look at the options. If that doesn't help you, either leave a comment asking more, and I will try to do my research, or ask a vaccine advocacy website that will promote natural immunity, because they will help you there. And I hope I cleared that up. I know it may be hard, but also for college, because this is what I did, is I have a religious exemption. You may have to submit that again, and they made me have to still schedule because I'm transferring out for my BA. They're making me go through a little seminar on vaccines. I am not going to change my mind on vaccines because I already know enough. I've made an informed choice, and it's going to be beating on the dead horse. But I hope this helps everyone. If you have questions, just post down below.